All right, can you believe we are at June already? I've almost been journaling a full year. I started in July of 2016, and it has been awesome. So this is my June spread. I've kind of evolved from, in April I did the month by days, which pretty much meant that I grouped the days by Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. So for example, the 5th is the first Monday of June, the 12th is the second, etc. And I do walk you through that on my April spread on how to group this out for any month. And then in May, I evolved it a little bit and added the 3 things that I needed to do the day. This month, in June, I'm doing the one thing. So I just read this book called a productivity book called The One Thing, and it's pretty much you have your main one thing that you want to get done every single day. And so I'm going to write it down right beside these the day before and even maybe a week before. So, and over here will just be the other things that I have to do or that I did that day. I also have included the 3 goals for the month. I want to put those 1, 2, 3 just down the middle, big goals. And then I've grouped the weeks in June together. So this is the first week, second week, all the way to this 5th week, and then I put a little section for July goals if I have some. And then up here are the habit trackers. Depending on, I don't know what I'll track yet. I'll probably do mood, energy, and maybe like a weight tracker or something up here. And that will be color coded. So I'll go ahead and get started. You can go to Life by Whitney and download these. This is the My version. You can just print this out and use it if you like. I also have the measurement file. This is all free for download at the website. And I've started doing a little bit different in June. This is a whole new thing that I'm doing, is the dashed lines here and the dots. And so the dashed lines are pencil lines that you're going to erase, but it's easier to measure some things out when you do use the dashed line or the pencil lines. And then the dots are actual pen line or pen dots, so you can put them there to make connecting points when you're actually connecting them together. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the pencil, and like always I do number the top 1 through 26. Mine's 26 squares wide. And for reference, I do it in my measurement template just so when you're measuring, you can say, oh, it's the dot between 6 and 7. You don't have to count down to 6 and 7 every time in 16, 17. You just look for reference on here so you can tell where that is. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the penciled in lines. And this one's just going to go right down the center. And then I'm going to have 3 lines horizontally across on here. And these are just for the center points for the circles in the middle. So okay, so the first one's in between 11 and 12. Next one is in between 22 and 23. And then the next one's between 33 and 34. So those are the only 3 dashed lines that I have to do, but now I'm going to go in with my pen and draw these dots so it's easier to connect. Start it in between 6 and 7 and 16, 17. I will go ahead and go in with the pen and connect these dots. All right, easy enough. And so now I do have my center points for my circles. And it does say there is 10 square diameter, but if you have a circle template like this, it's just pretty much use whatever fits. That big one's too big, but I'm going to use the 1 3/4, so it won't touch the edges, but it's close enough. So I'll center it, and then these are awesome because they have guidelines. You can just line it up. All my supplies are always linked in the YouTube caption. They're also listed on my blog posts. And I have a full supplies page at my website that shows you everything I have, and it has links. Most of it's just from Amazon, so. Okay, I'm gonna connect these, but that's completely up to you. All right, and I'm gonna look at this for reference, but you could always look at a calendar and see that the first Monday in June is gonna be the 5th. And you want to look at how many Mondays in June we have. So we have 4 Mondays, so that's going to be 4 tall. You can go ahead and see what day June starts on your calendar, and look, it starts on a Thursday. So that's where I'm going to start numbering once I get these lines in place. And you're going to see that there's 5 Thursdays and 5 Fridays in the month. So those are going to be a little bit taller than the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and start out counting from the bottom, and I'm going to go 4 up, just looking at this for reference. But if you were to do a different month, that's how it's done. Just count the days in each one. So we start with Sunday and see how many Sundays the month has. This one has 4, so I'm going to make this 4 tall. And continue to go up. And I always go upwards, so if just in case you guys have a different size journal, the heading part will still be the same. Or you might have to change up the heading part. So there's 4 Sundays, there's 4 Saturdays, there's 5 Fridays, and then there's 5 Thursdays, and 4 of the rest of everything else. And I do group the days together just so I can kind of see trends. If I'm planning on my next month or something, I usually like to do the same kind of things on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and group everything together. And so it's cool to see trends at the end of the month when you're looking at see what you did. So I'm going to go ahead and number these. And you can always start with the first. So this is Thursday. You can start like this and then number it down like this. Or you can just look at the calendar and see what Mondays are these days, Tuesdays, etc. But it's just easier to me to follow it down like this. So let me go ahead and add the habit trackers. This is the most time consuming of all of this. How I'm doing it here is I start in this corner, and it is going to go down 4 squares, 2, 3, 4, and it's going to go over 7, of course, for the weeks. And then I'm going to skip 2 spaces and then start the second one. It's going to look identical. And skip 2 more spaces and do the exact same thing. All right, all the lines are finished. So now all I gotta do is add the headers here. I'm gonna use my favorite stamps. These are these clickable letter stamps. This is the uppercase pack that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna, you can put your days wherever, but I'm just leaving a little spot for the one thing and then a bigger spot beside out for the rest of the thing. So I'm just gonna, I'll put it right about there. Okay, it's a little uneven, but that's okay. let's add the headers with this Tombow pen. I will link it in the info, but it's one of my favorites. It's the Feudno Soki. Maybe I'm saying that right, maybe not. All right. And now I will decorate this little part over here. All right, and last but not least, I do want to add my header with some pretty colors. I think I will do a 493, a pretty blue color. And 815 here, pretty pink. I'm going to use this brush to make some shadow effects, so let's see. Alrighty, I hope you guys love it. Please tag me if you happen to use this spread on Instagram. My name is @LifeByWhitney, and just tag me in the post so I can actually see it, so it doesn't just pass by my news feed. So tag me in the post. All my tools are linked, and this is the very first spread in the June bundle, and it's this spread and then brand new weekly spreads for June. Let's see. You get this is the My version. This is free on lifebywhitney.com, and you also get the measurement file and a notes file that tells you everything about what you need to know about the spread. And you'll get the blank version. This is in the full bundle, just so you can, if you want, you can customize it. There's no watermarks or anything. You can use it on GoodNotes on your iPad, or you can just print it out and use it for yourself with your own lettering and everything. I also include the InDesign file, so you can go in and edit it yourself if you want to, and then print out what you want. I hope you guys found this useful. Please let me know in the comment section. If you enjoy this, I'll be posting the hyperlapse on Sunday. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.